It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.
Have like a cool walk-up song for me, like a drum roll and everything, and be like,
And you're already making me edit. You're already making me fucking edit.
maybe like some clapping sounds.
I'm going to do this the way I want to do it.
Maybe
I was
like
excited for your return, but what I
one
don't
person
miss
booing.
is that you're like, and right here, can you like put in these sounds right here, and then like I'll make it echoey, like like a chamber choir singing behind me, just making me work before the work has even started.
Yeah.
No,
Okay. Well.
sure, maybe we'll see what happens. Melissa, count us down.
5, 6,
Count us up.
6.
5, 6, 7, 8.
This is not a dance routine. Okay.
I don't. You did ask a dancer to count.
4,
Oh God.
3, 2, and 1.
Baddies, welcome to another episode of ICBTB's Highly Irrelevant. This is a very special episode because guess what? Alejandro Middleton, my co-host, my best friend, he is back in the studio.
Hello, everybody.
After a very long hiatus, you've been gone for about a sixth of a year. Also, on top of that, this is very special because guess what? It's our 3-year anniversary.
Oh my goodness.
We have
It's our
been doing
aluminum
this
foil.
podcast.
The aluminum foil anniversary, I believe, is what that is.
What? Why would people call that aluminum foil anniversary?
Because like certain years are like the gold anniversary and then like the platinum anniversary.
Oh, as in the type of like the quality
special
of
metal.
it.
Yeah.
No, I would say 3 years is still it's a triumph, man.
Yeah.
It's about 1,000 days if you think about it. Can you turn your phone off?
I don't.
First day back.
I don't even know this number, and they tried twice, and they.
Flip your phone down, put it on silent. This has been quite a day already. Your energy is something that I miss. It's
cool,
something that
that
the listeners have missed. And I'm ready for the chaos to return.
Let chaos reign, sir. That's what I'm here for. Just to mess with your mind.
Yeah, that's what already brain cells have died since you've entered this household. I've been having conversations. Usually they're grounded. I was telling Melissa after the first month that you were gone, I was like, I understand Alejandro's purpose in this podcast because it gets a little too serious when you're not gone.
Sure, it does.
But
It
I also
definitely
reach
does.
the through points of what I want to say.
Yes. It is, and you've done a great job in the
Thank
episodes
you.
that I haven't been here, and I have to say they have been very informative and without any kind of a skewing factor to it, which is one of the many reasons why I haven't come back right away or as fast as I did, was because I didn't know if I really wanted to change what was happening, what you had going on without me, and before we go any further, I want to say thank you for everything that you've done and all the stuff that you've been able to accomplish
that.
and continue without me here. And I know it's not easy to do this stuff on your own. But you've done a great job and you've produced some great episodes.
Thanks, dude.
And I got to thank Karen and Maddie for helping me through those days. It wasn't good days, was good days and bad days and stuff like that. And I'm hoping to get back to a level where I can do the things that I used to doing, so.
Yeah, all jokes aside, I know I just started off this entire episode just talking mad shit.
Berating me for the last 20 minutes.
I mean, it's my love language. And
It is.
Don't
It
get
is.
me wrong. It's your love language too.
It sure is.
But since you have been gone for that long, I appreciate. I guess we should start off the episode in a more grounded fashion and like speak more truthfully. I did truly miss you. You are an energy in my life that creates this dynamic that I have with no one else. My lifespan shortens with you, but in the best way possible. But no, I'm kidding. All jokes aside.
I got you, man. I got you.
I've missed you. The listeners have missed you. I'm glad that you are back. I'm glad that you are feeling better. I don't know how much you want to get into it, but like you had some shit to deal with. I always kept it ambiguous, but the fact that you hit me up and you're like, yo, I'm ready.
Yeah,
makes me happy.
I joined a cult and I had to leave the country for a little while and grow my beard and just like really change how I thought about things and read a couple of weird books and it was a lot of stuff, but I'm back now and I'm over it and I'm, reformed and better and just ready to spread the light.
All of the listeners that are switching from Spotify and audio mediums onto YouTube just to see if you've actually grown a beard.
Well, that's why they kicked me out of the cult, was because I couldn't grow a beard.
No hair follicles on that chin of yours.
Well, they said maybe I could work like in the kitchen with a mustache, but I couldn't even do that. So.
Is that the maximum facial hair that you got right now?
I haven't shaved in the last 60 days.
Wow, really? Since I've last seen you?
Have not even touched a razor.
It seems like the hair's actually gone back into your face.
You know what? That's what they do.
Some people want that. People actually pay money for laser surgery to get the hair gone.
That's why I'm just going to try and enjoy what I have.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
It's
But you have the height on you. I mean, it's not.
Yeah. Although I don't know if you've seen the show The Bear on FX.
No, I've not. That's the one with Lip.
Yeah, it's
from
fucking
Shameless.
Incredible.
Yeah, that's what I hear. What is he? A cook? He's
I
a cook.
cannot give it a bigger stamp of approval. I love every second. Me and Karen and I, that gal and me, we watched the entire season in one sitting on 4th of July.
And is that good?
We watched every single episode back to back. It is incredible. Anyways, his cousin, they call him cousin, his friend has a very similar facial structure to me, and he has a beard. And I was like, oh man. Yeah, I need a beard that'll hide my weak chin.
You could get some reconstructive surgery
I'll
going
just buy
on.
wig at the costume store.
No, don't do that. You're gonna look like the silliest man already.
Just glue it on.
You're gonna look even more homeless.
How about when I get my hair cut, I save the clippings, and then I every morning glue.
You were going to be. I don't want to go traverse the public scene with you ever.
If it looked legitimate, though.
Yeah, if you could grow a legitimate beard, then yeah, I'm down.
If I saved the clippings and glued it on, but it looks kind of passable, and I was like, "Hey, Christian, we're going out to dinner. I'll meet you at the Relic at 8." Yeah. And then you're there waiting for me. It's 8:05. You're looking at the clock, and then you look at the door, and here I come walking in, and I got a beard
that looked good, passable.
Clearly my head hair.
Oh, if it's clearly your head hair, I'm reporting you. I'm finding security. I mean, I do not know this man. No, you should go straight to jail, dude. The fact that you could commit very hard to that,
But if I did commit hella hard, you wouldn't give me the okay, this is our bit.
Great bit.
Now take it off.
Now step away from me before any of your hair falls into my drink.
I think I don't know how they make beards in movies and stuff like that, but I imagine that would be a good move.
I think it's from real hair, but they have professionals put it together.
Yeah, and facial hair is different than head hair.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely.
It would look like I had the straightest beard.
You would look like you're from the Wu Dynasty. I would not want to see that.
You haven't seen Den of Thieves, have you?
No.
Oh, fuck.
I'm sorry.
Because at the end, baby Ice Cube is in London.
Yeah.
And he has a very straight beard that looks like they straightened his beard for some reason.
But he could grow facial hair,
yeah, for
right?
sure. But sometimes people straighten their beards.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Patrick has a very straight beard.
Yeah, but it's not like it's
not head
perm.
hair.
Does he get a straightener and he does that?
I think he does comb it out.
Okay, yeah, that's not straightening it. That's but if you're getting an actual straightener and straightening it, I think that would be that's a little too much. I'm not trying
I could see some people doing it, but I don't want that look. That's not the beard look. Anyways.
Yeah, that's regardless, nice to have you back.
Yeah, I forgot that's how we started this.
Yeah, that's that. I mean, it's you and your tangents, and I'm here for the ride, baby.
Well, hop on, sir.
Yeah, so 60 days you've been gone. You've done some soul searching. Even though it seems like I've been carrying this on my shoulders on my own. Yes, it's a lot of work, and thank you, Baddies, for dealing with my inconsistent posting. I also have been doing some soul searching. I've really been focusing on what I realized from you taking this hiatus and me kind of taking a step back and not posting as regularly is that I wasn't taking care of myself to the fullest extent. Sure. I was lacking so much sleep. With the stress of I gotta get this out tomorrow. I have to make a clip this week. I have to edit. I have to set up and record, even though I'm so tired. But my quality of life has improved immensely in the past few months. Once I started realizing, oh, Christian, you gotta take care of yourself. This is I've said it before, but this is the best shape that I've been in.
You've been saying that for quite a while, but yeah.
But it keeps going and going and going, dude, because I'm trying to stay consistent.
Good for you.
And I've really just been able to get some time to myself to really think about like what am I doing here, right? And so we'll be making an announcement later this week, baddies, or probably right before this episode drops, that where we are
Getting married.
enough. Yes, you and I are getting married finally. The quickest divorce in history would occur. And
I mean, that's
I'm sorry.
That's maybe the meanest thing that you could, because I think we would have a happy and loving relationship.
I'm not even happy in this room right now. I'm kidding, dude. I don't know why I keep reverting to wanting to like.
I know we haven't done this in so
jab
long.
at you, yeah.
And this is what you want. This is what you've been waiting for.
What? To just what?
To just
have a punching bag?
Kick me when I'm down.
No, obviously not. But what it is, I'm so conditioned by you to be able to like give it back, right?
Yeah, well, I have nothing to make fun of anymore.
I know. I'm just getting better and better.
Yeah.
Good luck, man.
I can try.
Because like the way this podcast started, oh my God, you were so mean to me.
Yeah.
And now you become this like sweeter, like very sensitive man, and I don't know what to do with it.
I don't like it.
Being sweet and sensitive?
Yeah.
I like it.
I don't.
Why? What's wrong with it?
I recently figured that, you know what I am?
What?
I'm a Vince Vaughn character in the first part of the movie.
Right now?
Yeah, that's how I feel.
No, you're a Vince Vaughn character at the end of the movie.
Not yet. I hope not, because that's a pretty shitty end of a movie.
What?
But
No, Vince Vaughn is usually like sweet and sensitive at the end. At first, he's this smooth talker. Like 2019,
Okay.
2020, he was a smooth talker. Like, how you doing, Toots? Like, hey, what's up? Okay, you gonna get out of here? Let's go.
How you doing, Toots?
Yeah, stuff like that. And then like, it seems like you've gone through some stuff, and now you've come out like sweeter, a little broken, but we're sealing the cracks.
Okay. It's okay. Sure.
Sure. No rebuttal to that?
No, I'm what am I going to... No, Christian, I don't want to seal the cracks.
No, okay.
What am I supposed to...
I don't know why you're unhappy with... I mean, like, literally, most of my conversations with some of the guests that I've had on recently is, like, being okay with being a little sensitive. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, like, it seems that you are fighting it. You are fighting it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not a... I mean, I don't know. Fuck.
Is it, what do you...
I think I didn't crave sensitivity growing up. I felt like I was always told not to be sensitive and not to do that stuff, you know? And so I have a tough time being okay with it now. Oh, man. This is what you do to the guests?
Yeah, no. Well, usually they're more transparent, but you have such... I'm going to break you down real quick. I'm going to fucking break you down, dude.
Good. Yeah.
What I've noticed with growing with you through this podcast is how much of a filter you have when it comes to being vulnerable, that it literally filters you on this podcast, when this is a place like we should feel free to an extent to speak. And you have and it's the way that you grew up. You had like trying hard to be very machismo and masculine. It meant so much to you, right? It meant so much to you. But then you had this clash of being a theater kid that's also wanting to be in football and all that stuff.
I just wanted to be, yeah. I don't even know why I cut you off. Go ahead.
No, it's okay. I think it's a beautiful thing to just let it be, man. That's what I've learned. That's what I've always been. I was made fun of it and ridiculed by my alpha male friends growing up. Like, yeah, oh, Christian's crying. Christian's sad because we made fun of him. But I'm just like, yeah, because guess what? I'm supposed to feel. The moment that you filter it and you don't take a stance on like what you want to feel, then like, what are you doing, dude? Lean into it. It's okay that you're nervous for this episode. It's okay that you went through some shit in the past 60 days. It's okay that you're sensitive.
Yes, it is, and I agree. And I am learning every day.
Good. As long as there's progress, man. Because the Alejandro that I knew a few years ago would not even want this conversation.
I wouldn't pick it today, but it's fine.
I know. I'm sorry, but it comes here.
Here I am. You know what? It's fine. I've got anything. I'm not.
You're not what? You okay?
Whew. Yeah, I'm great. I'm doing a lot better than I was, which is exactly where I need to be.
Yeah. I mean, as long as there's progress, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, is there anything? I don't know. I mean, it scares me a little bit that you had said like you didn't want to come back because you were like really happy with what you were seeing on the podcast without you here.
Yeah.
Well, can you expand on that a little bit more?
Well, I mean, like, the show is an ever-changing thing. I don't think we've ever set out to make one thing and have it stay like that forever. And there was just even with you taking a step back and episodes coming out at, when they came out and stuff like that, I know as having an opportunity to be just a fan, right, of the show and a listener of the show, it wasn't like that hard for me to understand for you to just post something and say like, well, you know what, guys, it's gonna come out tomorrow or the next day or whatever, and it's like, yeah, okay. And then when the episodes come out, it's like, cool, like this is great. This is exactly why I would want to wait, forever for these episodes to come out. And it wasn't like, it didn't look like you were struggling at all from where I was sitting, especially knowing how the sausage is made.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think when I watch an episode and stuff like that, I can kind of see the things. I would like to think I could see just less than you, but more so than anybody else in the world. So, I don't know. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? It's one of those sort of things in my brain. But
I appreciate that, man. Like it's I don't know. It's like we're up on 3 years now. What are our goals here? What do we want? What are we going to do?
Well, I mean, much like I said, much like the show has changed very much, I think our goals have changed a little bit, but I think we're able to, especially coming back with the way that we are and changing things a little bit in what we're anticipating, things develop and change and grow. And, 3 years ago, when we first sat down in this room to make a podcast, I don't know if either of us would have been able to articulate where we're at right now.
Yeah.
I
didn't. I mean, what I think a major conflict of mine that I've been thinking about lately amongst my soul searching is just like, man, it's crazy to think like we're just two goofy dudes. Two
like, what dudes?
Two goofy dudes.
Oh, goofy dudes.
What did you think I said?
Goofy.
Two goofy dudes. Two goofy dudes. I'm making up that word.
I think that's an Egyptian pharaoh.
Goofy?
Yeah, I actually think it was.
Okay, we're both Egyptian pharaohs. Well, we were just two silly geese. Just thinking like, wow, we think we're interesting enough to just do this podcast over and over and over, and it will like garner a shit ton of listeners.
And you know what? The naivete that we had in the beginning of being like, we'll never run out of things to say.
Shit, dude, it's so easy to run out of things to say. It's don't run.
We're here right now.
Yeah.
We're here right now.
Yeah, and I think a conflict of mine is just like, we're amongst my soul searching, like how authentic. And I've talked to you about this before, and I'm sorry, but like, how authentic am I being in front of the mic as opposed to off the mic? Which is usually why my conversations, and I don't know how much the listeners want to hear me talk about my feelings, but that's just what I know.
I think we have numbers to prove that they like listening about your feelings.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I guess so.
I think I know for a fact they like listening to your feelings, and apparently mine as well. They've told us so much.
Yes. I mean, because, especially with yours, since you've filtered it out in the past, like however many episodes, and like it's a treat to hear.
Well, you're welcome, baddies.
This is all I know. And so I try to stay authentic on the microphone. And so like I've been having like issues just like, okay, I'm going to record today. And I'm like, I got to get in the mood for recording. But then like, what does that mean? I wish I could just turn it on and be, but there's always some sort of like performance persona that I have to put on.
Do you ever feel like if we would have really doubled down on what one of our first intentions were of having almost like characters on the show, it would have been easier to turn it on and off, to really have a clear, like, I'm going to be Christian J and I'm going to be Alejandro B or whatever.
Yeah.
I think if we would have done it that way, I also don't think the show would have lasted as long.
No.
Not even close to it. But I think in that sense, we would have been easier to turn it on and off. And as the shows become more authentic and more realistic, especially with Highly Irrelevant, which itself is now 2 years old, something like that now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I never anticipated doing a podcast where we'd be sitting here talking about our feelings and who we are and shit like that. And
Yeah.
but but it is what it is, and here we are.
To answer your question, I think that if we had doubled down on being these caricatures of ourselves, I would have resented this podcast. I think I would have resented you for the idea of it and for us going through with it, because it doesn't feel good. I mean,
well, and then even like, well, one of
Doesn't
our
feel
ideas
good.
too was like doing just sketches, just doing bit,
Yeah.
which that also would have gotten tired. And like,
yeah.
I
And
think we
having
would
to
have,
edit out the not funny parts.
yeah, that would have been a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
What is this? This is supposed to be a candid conversation.
What is this? Getting
What are we
conversation?
doing? I already feel insecure now talking this much about like our.
Hey, friend. Well, you pulled me into the deep end. We're swimming here now.
Yeah, no, I know.
Can you feel it? Can you feel my toes?
This was my attempt at trying to make you feel more comfortable, but I
I
understand.
do feel more comfortable, but I also feel like this is a different episode than I expected to come back to.
I mean, I think it would have felt weird if we just
Jumped
came
right
in,
back into silliness.
yeah, acknowledged your, like, just went past your hiatus,
Yeah.
not talk about like how you're doing,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
just start talking about like the hair on your face, right?
God knows I tried to switch it.
I know. I'm gonna ask Melissa. How are we doing? Is this okay?
I think this is good. Actually.
Would people listen to this?
I think so. I think.
I think real shit is much more valuable.
Yeah. Is this real? Okay. I don't know what's
we
what.
got her fooled.
If you were to jump in and just act like nothing happened, I think that'd be fucking weird.
It would be weird.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head with what you just said about how we,
Vulnerability is good.
yeah, to not acknowledge it and not explain would be weirder than. So yeah, I'm fine with exactly how this is going. I like this.
There's this weird this weird contrast of like how I would feel more comfortable, like if just because I'm used to it, if you were like a guest or a stranger, where I feel like, okay, now I understand the dynamic here, but to like reintroduce you back into this, and it feels different again. I don't know what I'm trying to get at here, but like trying to like
Would you like me to pretend like I'm a
readjust.
new person?
No, thank you.
Okay.
No, thank you. Stay the way you are. You're a beautiful soul and you're a shining light. But I don't know. It's what's odd is that, yeah, I feel weird right now because it's been so long.
I feel like there is such a clear distance between us that hasn't been there for 3 years.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
I'm so used to seeing you. I'm not used to having to catch up with you.
Yeah, we literally haven't seen each other for 60 days, for most 50 days.
For
at
most
least.
of that, yeah. And for that, I apologize. I know that I'm super busy, and I
don't think it's any person's fault. I think it's just
what it was.
it is what it is. Times are tough on everybody right now. Everyone's trying to figure things out and get things going and get the ball rolling, and
Yeah.
you can't blame anybody for working on themselves. That's for sure.
No, definitely. And I think we've all been working on ourselves. Do you want to talk about like what like what's happening in your life? Like what's going to be new? I don't know how much you want to dive into your personal shit.
I won't go incredibly. I won't give names and addresses.
Please don't.
But I'm starting a new job pretty soon. I'll be going back to school next month.
Yeah. Nice.
you
Tell
know,
them what. Tell them what.
I'll be going to school for digital cinematography, so that'll be fun. I'll be excited to be learning again. And like I said, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, 1 year ago, 6 months ago, I probably wouldn't have known that this is where I'd be sitting.
Yeah.
But here I am, and I'm excited, and I'm happy, and I think I'm at that last page in a chapter that only has like half a paragraph.
Yeah.
And then the rest of it's blank because when you turn the page, it's like a new
It's a new chapter, yeah.
I feel like I'm at the top of that page right now, where like I'm just finishing up this last part of a chapter, and like, I just want to get to the next chapter already, but I
Yeah.
gotta finish this like little chunk of paragraph before I can really turn the page and jump into this next chapter. So I feel like I'm at in a crossroads sort of deal right now. So
Yeah.
that may not be the best way to come into a podcast about my feelings and emotions and stuff like that. But that's where I'm at right now.
No, and
Yeah.
that's kind of just that's the reality of it, right?
Yeah, that's the best way as I can
And
describe. If that makes sense at all, does that make sense?
I mean, it's progress. You're writing in the book nonetheless, right?
I actually, honestly, that's probably something I should start doing. But yeah,
What?
just writing things in a book. Just
Yeah, I mean, I know that you once upon a time used to journal, or is that
yeah, for sure.
did that help you out?
Yeah, I don't think it hurt. I think
Mm-hmm.
I got too hard on myself like I do with anything of not keeping up. And then I'm the kind of person who, if I intend to do something over and over again every day, and then I stop for one day, then I just give up forever because I have ADHD and that's how my brain works. And then I'm on to the next obsessive compulsive thing where it's like, well, I can't go back to working out. I'm reading books about battleships. And
You've always been kind of like the guy that's found new things really fast, right? I mean, I connect to that in some sense.
yeah,
but-
for sure. Everybody is like that to some extent, but I am like that to an extreme extent where, you've seen me get lost in things and then a couple weeks later I'm on to the next thing.
I've seen you get yes. I mean, like what I would hope for anyone that suffers from similar issues of just like bouncing around like that, because I spread myself thin. I don't even consider myself a jack of all trades. I'm like a six of clubs everywhere.
That's funny.
Yeah, thank you very much.
That's really funny.
I love your straight face as you say that. It's real funny.
Because that's a joke that speaks to like my soul.
Just
not
six
my
of clubs.
humor.
Not even the best suit at all. Just clubs.
no.
Six.
It's good.
So
That's
like
good
not
stuff.
horrible, but like you have a chance if that's in your hand.
A chance for what, Christian?
I mean, depending on like what kind of hand are you trying to deal. I've been playing some Texas Hold'em lately, so
Okay,
I know
okay.
some hands.
Yeah. Left and right.
You're right. What I would hope for anyone that's dealing with that kind of issue is to just commit to one thing and see it through. Because I've seen that in myself. I've seen that in you. It's just like getting lost in something, telling yourself you're going to do something, but it's the habitual matter that you have to get into, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Make it a habit, and it's the consistency is the hardest thing in the world, and you have to love
Thought it
what
was
you're doing to
titanium.
be consistent. That as well. Thank you for deflecting my authenticity with some comedy, baby.
Well, I'm back, bitch.
Ah.
No, but you're right. I think something that I struggle with all the time is not feeling like I'm doing it right. And so then I kind of like give up, or honestly, the truth of the matter is, or I just get distracted, see something else that's shiny and bright, and I
Yeah,
want to play with that instead. But I do think I'm a jack of all trades, but you know what the rest of that is
Master of none.
a master of none.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm able to talk to people and meet people, and I can kind of relate to almost anybody on almost anything, and I feel like I have a good connection with those people when I try. And you've seen me meet strangers and start talking about things that I should have no knowledge knowing about, but yet
Yeah.
here I am talking about pontoon boats, you know what I mean? And it's just like, but if I didn't get really into like lake life for like a
week or
week
two.
last summer or something, you know what I mean? Like
Then you
I
wouldn't
wouldn't be able to have that conversation. And for that, I'm grateful for.
Yeah.
And the things that I really do love and the things that I do really enjoy have stuck around with me the whole time. My
Good.
magic, this podcast,
Nice.
writing scripts for 2 months out of the year.
See, okay, let's hone in on that. So,
Well, and then my hang on, let me finish.
Go ahead.
But now I'm going back to school where I'm going to have to do that shit.
good.
So I'm hoping to use that as a new way to refocus my energies and really get me back into what it is instead of trying to write a kid's book and illustrate, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's honestly not something that I've never tried, but that seems like something you could see me do and be like, Christian, I'm going to have a kid's book out by the end of
I
next year.
could see
And you'd be
you
like,
doing it's
okay.
anything. If next week he came to me and you were like,
Frog
hey,
farming.
I just watched a bunch of Marie Kondo and I'm really into interior design.
I'm starting a business.
I'd be like,
Here are my cards and my t-shirts.
yeah, okay. Yeah, man. Like, okay. I just hope that you love it. That's all it is.
Like, let me do your closet first and then like get distracted. And
Be fine. And then be like, okay, hear me out.
well, I took everything out of your closet.
You just seem like someone that would discover keto and try it for 3 days.
No,
You're like,
bro.
Not the way. Paleo. Immediately
You know
afterwards.
what? Thank God though I'm not like that about like diets though.
Hmm.
You know, I am not the cereal dieter.
I have
I'm
friends that like try out a bunch of different types of diets, and they're telling me about these new nutritional facts, which is great. It works for this individual I'm thinking about. He has a great body,
Sure.
and fast metabolism. But
Thank
like,
you.
I would not be able to. Yes, you look impeccable. I would not be able to keep up with all of that stuff. To take it back a little bit, actually, because I connect deeply with like trying to get lost in something that I think I'm passionate about and getting really good at it, and then not necessarily getting distracted. But what usually stops me is the moment that I feel that I'm not too good at it, I give up.
Sure.
And
But isn't that the hump that everyone has to? This is how I see it. Because I'm not saying this as if I get to that point and I do it any better. But I'm saying, isn't that the point when they would say, be like, well, that's what makes the difference between somebody who wants to do that thing and somebody who doesn't.
yeah,
Right? Like that's the hump. That's the hump that I clearly haven't done this for a while. That's the hump that everyone needs to get over, right? And sometimes I feel like, oh man, if I could have just stuck it out a little bit longer, maybe I could have figured that out. Maybe I could have learned how to play the triangle or whatever.
But then where's the finesse with like not spending too much with identifying that you're not that happy with it? That you're not like, because I'm sure there's so many hypothetical passions that we all have, but we never just got through that hump, right? Thank God I got through that hump with singing. Singing is my fucking baby, because I never stopped even when I felt like oh shit, when I got at that speed bump where I'm like, oh, my voice isn't working.
Yeah.
I should just stop forever because I'm not as good. I mean, I was just having this conversation not too long ago. I suffer, much like everyone else, to a certain level, suffer from imposter syndrome, where like everyone's just like applauding me, like, your voice is fucking fantastic. It's just, you're so good at singing. How come you haven't auditioned for The Voice yet? Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like so flattered. And I have a good understanding that I have been blessed with this talent. However, what stops me is my imposter syndrome, where I don't feel like I deserve it because I'm afflicted by my issue of subconsciously and constantly comparing myself to others and thinking like, what's the point if, like, you know, so on, is this person has better runs than me, or if this person has better intonation than me, if this person has a better voice than me, what's the point? And then what I'm trying to get better at, and it's advice that I give other people, is just like, stop comparing yourself. I always say this, and I'm a piece of shit because I can't take my own advice. I always say,
That's everybody though.
what's the point? Don't compare yourself unless it pushes you to be the best version of yourself. And here I am
Doing the opposite.
comparing myself, and it just
Beating
leads.
yourself up over it.
It just leads to self-loathing.
Yeah.
Just leads to self-loathing. And but recently I've been just trying. This past week, I've been coming home and picking up my ukulele and singing, and I haven't done that in a while. And you know, that's my heart has never felt full, that full since. And I'm trying to get rid of those small little voices in the back of my head saying like, Christian, you suck. Like, there's better singers than you. Now I'm using that comparison in the way that I preach. I'm letting it fuel myself, and I'm trying to be the best version of myself. I'm trying to practice. I'm trying to get through it. However, my voice has been destroyed because I told you not too long ago, bachelor party in Vegas, partying for like a week straight. Does not.
Well, you got your dual citizenship now in Vegas, don't you?
Pretty much, yeah. Just like there. I mean, I've gone twice this year.
Running for mayor, is that what I've heard?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I could do a lot of great changes for the place.
And it's smart too because you're going for the votes and running on the Republican platform, so that's good.
Yeah. It's a red state over there. So
You're a numbers man, and that's what I appreciate most about you.
I'm very Asian. That's why numbers man for sure.
You're a numbers man.
Mm-hmm. And here we go once again, deflecting authenticity with some comedy because we don't want to get too transparent here.
No, never. I have to keep something for myself.
Okay, with that, I'm gonna pull some authenticity out of you. So, I'm going to keep you
I feel
in
like
check.
you're about to pull teeth, but go ahead.
I'm going to keep you in check, dude. I've been trying to, you know, throughout, like with digital cinematography. I'm going to make sure that you stay motivated because I know if any form of education, we all get unmotivated. We're like, what the fuck is the point? I don't want to study. I don't want to do this. We just want the end result because we're impatient sons of bitches.
Oh, boy.
Right? If I see that in you,
Oh, no.
I'm going to get so upset. See this through.
Well, yeah. Yes, sir.
Now go to your room.
Yes, Dad.
Go to your room.
I haven't started school yet.
In August, right? You start school?
August 1st will be my first day of school.
Oh, shit, that's coming up. That's coming
Sure
up.
is. It sure is. Got a $15,000 scholarship.
That's awesome. Okay, let's talk about that. How did you get that?
You know what? I didn't do anything for it. I just put in my name and my information.
I'm so happy for you, but I'm also sad that you didn't like learn anything from this reward.
But that being said, I didn't know I had it. So for like a month and a half, I was writing essays and applying for grants and stupid shit like that and trying to talk about myself and where I want to be in 10 years. And then to find out that I just got picked for something was actually kind of
crazy.
It was kind of made me get a little mad because I was like, well, then why did I do all this work? If you guys were just going to fucking give it to me, why couldn't you have told me this in the first place?
No, actually.
Why did nobody tell me that this was a possibility?
I mean, okay, now I'm happy because you told me that you actually put in some work for this thing that you potentially didn't have to put in work for.
A lot of work.
Good. Learn from that. You put in work. Put in work regardless.
It felt good, yeah.
Because if it fell in your lap, you might just carry that kind of you might just carry that luck with you throughout the rest of life and just not work for things.
Isn't that the dream, though, to just have everything fall in your lap?
Of course, but then you become a shitty human.
Well, I guess I put the cart in front of the horse for that one, huh?
Yeah, dude. No one wants to be like, I mean, no point. That's why the kids of very rich families suck, because everything falls into their laps. They don't learn anything. I like poor kids.
Yeah, they never make any mistakes.
No, they're very good. They really try to get the bag, you know?
And you know what? Community oriented.
Mm-hmm. Right? Go to what's the horrible street in LA?
Skid Row.
Then go to Skid Row. Look at the families there, so together.
The families.
The family. It's a community.
That man's meth butt fucking that woman in the ass.
It's a transaction because someone, it was consensual. He's just like, hey,
it's definitely business.
I'll give you my anal for some meth. Boom. Transaction. They talk the next day for sure.
And you know what? I just want to keep families together.
Yeah, it's about keeping families
all
together.
I want.
Skid Row is about keeping families together.
Oh my goodness gracious! Don't go to Skid Row.
No, definitely not.
Yeah.
Melissa and I brought it up before, but Melissa and I sometimes watch this interviewer on YouTube, and the name of his channel is called Soft White Underbelly, and he interviews just a bunch of like people going through it. Like a lot of them are from Skid Row, so it'll be like fentanyl addicts, meth addicts, prostitutes, like so on and so forth, right? And it's just eye-opening.
They got a tough life. Nobody chooses those three careers that you just said.
Careers, yeah.
Yeah. Nobody grows up wanting to be those things.
No, not at all. You're just thrown into that.
Somebody has to.
No, I mean, if we could clean it all up, it'd be nice.
That would be great. That would be good.
Right?
I agree.
But it's what's interesting about it is that it provides a different perspective, dude.
Yeah, definitely.
When I start thinking my life stuff, here I am talking about my feelings. Here I am talking about on a podcast with nice equipment where my friends and family listen to. Oh no. Nah, this person like has one tooth, just addicted to meth. And that really puts some perspective in you.
Yes, yeah.
Cool.
No, I mean, like, I don't wish I was a meth addict.
Of course, no one said that when we wanted you to be a meth addict.
No, I'm just saying, but like, yes, it's all perspective.
Yes.
It's all perspective.
So what I'm saying is that don't take what we got for granted.
That's the least confident thing you're saying, which is by far the same thing you've been saying this whole episode.
Don't take what you have for granted?
Yeah, for sure. That's kind of been your underlying theme.
No, I have so many underlying themes that once again spread so thin. Six of clubs everywhere.
6 of one, half a dozen of another.
I don't know. I'm something, dude. It's I'm figuring it out. I'm figuring it out.
Shit, man, aren't we fucking all?
Mm-hmm. I want to show you my body after this to show you my physical progress.
And you know what? 3 years ago, I would have been stoked.
What does that mean?
Well, I feel like I don't actually have a choice in this option. I think you're going to show me either way.
Wait. I'm trying to break down why 3 years ago you would have been stoked as opposed to like not every single year though you've been doing this together.
Yeah, every year I would have been in a different way though. Every year I'd be stoked, but in a different way.
Okay, break it down. 2019.
I'd be stoked because it'd be like, yeah. Okay. And then in
You haven't
2020,
podcasted in a while.
I'd be
if
stoked
that's
because
your
I'd be like,
justification.
yeah.
Shut the fuck up. This is.
And then in 21, I'd be stoked because I'd be like, yo. But this year, you know why I'm stoked?
Why?
Because it's like, meh.
My brain cells have left the chat. I have.
You need some silliness in your life, pal. Everybody needs a little bit of quirkiness.
I guess so. Babe, how's this episode? Is we doing okay? Is it okay? Melissa's been in this studio with us for like the entire time since we hit record.
Yeah, you've been checking in with her like every 2 minutes.
Thumbs up. Okay. I don't know. Because like I said, like I was insecure too. And I think it's just like trying to fit the mold that we are, right? I think that's what I was trying to say.
Just be you.
And this is me being me. I think it's a, I don't know.
We're doing fine. We're doing just fine.
I think we're doing okay.
You're doing fine, sweetie.
That I don't know if that helped anyone. No, but you know what? I'm not worried about you because you're my rock and I'm just the waves that keep crashing.
I think what you say a lot are just a bunch of like sayings. You're like someone that when you're the guy that doesn't know what to say in a conversation, that having a beer, you're just like, well, that's life, right? A bunch of ups and downs, but you get through it and you come out stronger after.
People think I'm saying something important, but they don't. It's
You're just always tying the bow. You're just like, what the fuck is that saying?
I'm putting a ribbon on it.
You're putting a ribbon on it, yeah.
Well,
put a ribbon
most of
on
the time I
everything.
don't want to talk to people, so if I can just end the conversation as quickly as possible.
But this is what happens when you like fall deep into like lake conversations, and now you have to talk to a dude about lakes. You don't want to talk to people, but then you're grateful for the fact that you have all these like conversational topics in case you have to talk to people.
In case I want to talk to people.
When do you want to talk to people? Why do you podcast?
You know what, dude? I've been asking myself these fucking questions for 60 goddamn days. I guess I just like the sound of my voice.
Do you like? I don't even know if you like the sound of your voice.
No, I hate it. Oh, man.
Have you? What are some of these questions that you've asked yourself in the past 60 days?
Well, man, could I make that jump? Is this high enough? How fast
Shut
do I need to be? No,
up!
I'm just kidding. No, I mean, I've been thinking about like, am I making the right decisions? Is this the right way to set myself up for success in these next few months? Like I said,
Yeah.
I'm coming to the end of a certain chapter, and I'm gotta make sure I'm really setting myself up for success in this next one because making some real life-altering choices. That's for sure.
Okay, that makes sense. So since we've been using the analogy of a book, what's the title of your book thus far?
Like
what's the
it's
name?
gonna change?
What's the name of your memoirs?
Oh, we've talked about this before. Vaguely correct.
Vaguely correct. I've recently come up with mine.
What's yours?
Self-loathing in comparison.
But the cover's gonna look like Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and then it's me, my distorted face. It's gonna be called Self-Loathing and Comparison: Melodies and Melancholy. Oh man!
I cut myself on a melon the other day.
What is this transition?
Almost cut part of my whole finger
On
off.
a melon?
Yeah, I was cutting the cantaloupe. It's a slippery fruit.
Okay, so you almost cut it with
It's a
like
slippery fruit with a knife.
with the knife. I thought you said you almost cut it with the melon. Like the melon was so sharp.
The melon was. Hey, man.
I'm like, you have a lot more to fix before you come back to podcast. Like, I understand that you're trying to
My
fix your life.
dexterity is so bad now.
You gotta get more dull melons. Because if you're getting sharp melons at the market, what the fuck are we talking about?
I mean,
Are we doing okay?
we're doing fine. Now you're making me self-conscious.
You said melons because you said melancholy.
That's your
gets it.
transition.
It's fine.
You're doing the way you navigate conversation is through word association.
You know this. Nothing's changed. I'm still me. I
yeah.
like words that sound like other words.
All right, I guess this is the platform to talk about it. Let's talk about your sharp melons.
It wasn't. It was my sharp knives. In the wet melons.
In the wet melons. Okay, did you cut yourself?
Yeah, you can't see it anymore.
Dude, I've been waking up with I woke up with a bruise on my hip. Should I be worried?
I mean, it's not not the first one. No, you could have just run into something. But if it stays for a long time, or if others show up, I mean, something happening just once isn't necessarily a bad thing.
Okay.
Something happening, a couple times in a row.
Paranormal activity.
It's probably a ghost butt raping you.
Oh, stop. I should. Yeah, it's probably not that big of a deal.
No, I mean, again,
Have you picked up what else you been doing these past 60 days?
Well, like 3 weeks ago, I hurt my ribs trying to ride a skateboard, and just
Dude,
barely
you and
getting over that.
skateboards. I mean, do the listeners even know about like your travesty in Irvine and why you came back up?
Because I broke my collarbone
On a
also on a skateboard.
You should just stay away from skateboards and sharp melons.
I don't want to give them up. Those are my favorite things.
Skateboards and sharp melons?
You know what?
New name for your memoirs.
Skateboards and sharp melons.
Yeah.
That's going to be like the prequel when it's like, let's dive in deeper to my teenage years.
Even though that's still happening when you're 20, almost 29.
Let's pump the brakes.
What are you doing for your birthday?
I'm going to be in Disneyland.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Nice. Melissa and I are going to stay at the Grand Hotel
Oh, cool.
for like 4 days.
I think we're staying at Paradise Pier for Oogie Boogie.
Wow, that's cool.
I think that's what it's called.
I mean, you guys would much prefer to be there over Halloween rather than Christmas?
You know what? I would like the Christmas.
Oh, but this is like an argument.
No,
point.
it's not even an argument, but it's just like, you know what? Hey, Karen really wants to do Oogie Boogie.
Yeah.
It's not like they're, not going to ever do Christmas ever again.
Yeah, you're right. It'll come back next year.
They're going to do Oogie Boogie again, too. But it's just like, whatever. Yeah, let's fucking do it. Why not? I don't give a shit.
How long are you staying there for?
I mean, just like 2 days, 3 days.
We'll have to do it together sometime.
One day.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about our trip to Disneyland last time we went together.
Way back when?
Because I was telling somebody about how their secret police, their secret police came up to us, remember, before we got in, and they were like, I don't want you guys getting sick or anything.
Oh, because I was yelling that we
should have had more shots.
Yeah, and we were underage, so that's my
But don't worry,
ass.
I came in and saved the day by saying, we didn't even drive here. And then we turned around and walked away.
Nice. But we didn't look young. We look old.
I don't know,
We look
man.
pretty old.
No, I don't think we did.
No?
It was 2011. I don't think we did.
I don't know. I was a big guy. I think I looked older back in the day, actually.
In a different way.
look like-
In a different way, because you clearly have a lot of scrotum and testicles.
What?
I mean testosterone.
Testosterone, thank you. I guess I do. Chest, hence the chest hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks about that. Are we
I
gonna
didn't
do
give it to you.
I
You're
know you
welcome.
didn't. I think my father's side did. Are we gonna do an improv scene?
Do you
Should
want
we?
to?
Should we do an improv scene? I guess we should do an improv scene.
Okay.
All right. Oh, are you nervous for the improv scene too?
Actually, it's the least nervous I've been for the part of the episode the whole time.
Well, it should be because we're toward the end. Okay.
yeah, that made sense.
Can we have do we want a suggestion from Melissa? Okay, you always take forever. Okay, what is it? Sharp melons? Okay.
I don't have a suggestion.
No suggestion?
No.
Oh, because should I do a random word generator?
How about nose gestion? Yeah, go ahead. Pick a word.
Okay. If Melissa's not going to give us one.
Why don't you type in, pick a word. Ask Siri for a word.
Hey Siri, give me a random word.
Here's one. Ochre.
Occur?
Ochre. Here we go. OCHRE. Natural clay earth pigment. Fuck this. What? Ochre, or ochre in American English, is a natural clay earth pigment, a mixture of ferric oxide and varying amounts of clay and sand. It ranges in. This is because you didn't give us a suggestion.
Don't put this on her.
No, I will
This is
put this
Siri's
on her.
fault.
Okay, fuck it.
You started. You said, "Do you really want to ask?"
All right, so it's a random.
Occur.
Do we want to take it?
I haven't. Where? improvers. We're seasoned improvers.
Okay.
We could take any word and make it funny.
After you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, highly irrelevant. Hey, watch your step.
Whoa.
You almost stepped to my occur.
Oh, I didn't know you were into
Masonry?
masonry. Yeah. I was going to guess pottery, but like,
Huh.
so what are you making here?
Pottery would make more sense. All my buildings keep collapsing.
Yeah, you shouldn't really
Damn it, I just invested in...
a bunch of ochre.
Yes.
You know what? I just recently learned about ochre. It's a natural earth pigment made of a bunch of clay and sand.
What was a bunch of what?
It's clay and sand.
That's right, it is.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm just a random guy on the street, and
Well-
I don't know that much, but I do know a lot about ochre. I have to tell you, on a rainy day, those buildings are gonna come crashing down.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Well, what am I going to do with this whole neighborhood that I just spent 6 years building?
I don't know, man. I got a 9 to 5. I gotta get to my job. You want me to sit down? I'm just trying to catch the bus.
No. The bus is already gone, sir.
Don't you have like a masonry team?
Honestly, it's just me.
It's just you.
Yeah.
Who contracted just a single one guy team to build buildings?
Nobody. I just started doing it.
Hey man, my boss needs numbers in like 30 minutes. We got to make this quick.
Does he need ochre?
I highly doubt it. It's an accounting firm.
Give him a call.
Really?
Yeah, give him a call.
All right, if you say so. Ring, 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 ring.
Hello, Christian. Christian, where are you?
Hey,
Christian,
it's not.
you know I need numbers today.
I know that's
It's
30
Wednesday.
minutes. I have 30 minutes.
Wednesday day.
I have 30 minutes.
Okay, where are my numbers?
I mean, I'm on my way to you right now with
You're
the
calling
numbers.
me to tell me you're on your way.
Hey, anyway, boss, Mr. Raul, I have
Raul, yes, that's me.
I have a guy right here. He's into masonry.
Uh-huh.
He has a bunch of ochre.
A bunch of what?
Ochre.
Oak wood?
Ochre.
Ochre.
It's a natural earth pigment made of clay and sand.
Give me 1 second.
Oh, hey, he might. Weirdly enough, my boss at this accounting firm that I work for,
Yeah.
JJ and Schultz, he
You work at JJ and Schultz, but you said your boss's name was
Raul.
Raul.
He married into his wife is Schultz.
His last name is Schultz.
Yeah, but he's very progressive, so that he got her last name.
Okay. Well, let me
Okay,
know.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, well, you know what? Let me know what he said. Christian,
Oh, he's still.
Christian.
Hey, Raul.
I need you to take a look at ochre. Okay.
I'm looking at it.
Okay. You need to tell me: is it more adobe colored or more adobe colored?
Well, it's like earth colored. It's like naturally, like natural earth.
What? You're breaking up.
It's a natural earth pigment, Mr. Raul.
Yes, but does it have like a orange hue?
I mean, depends what part of. I mean,
Maybe
what
a
do you
brown
associate
hue?
with? Yeah, it's like brown. It's really earthy.
Earthen.
Earthy.
Earthy.
I'm sorry.
Ask the man.
What did you say, Mr. Raul? Did you say earthen?
Earthen, yes.
Earthen?
Is the word, yes.
Okay.
Is word.
All right.
Ask man how much percentage of dirt to sand ratio he has in this ochre.
How much percentage of earth to sand ratio?
Correct.
That's very redundant,
Do
Mr.
not talk to me, ask him.
Okay. Hey, I'm going to say it verbatim.
Okay.
As of per my boss.
Sure.
He's asking how much percentage of the earth to sand ratio is there? Which I don't know what that means.
Wow.
I don't know what that means.
I mean, what does he want to hear? What percentage do you think he wants to hear?
Should I ask?
No.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
Right? That's weird.
What do you think? He would like. Does he want a 50-50 blend?
I don't know how it works. Are they blends?
I mean, this is my. You know what? I also just woke up from a coma, so this is my first day on the job.
What? And the building's already built?
I don't know how they're built.
That's insane.
But tell him it's a 50-50 mix.
Hey, it's 50-50.
Hello? What?
Hey, it's 50-50.
Oh, this guy's amateur. No, I don't want this ochre.
Okay, we won't take the ochre. Hey, man, he's saying no.
No?
Yeah, he doesn't want your
Well,
ochre.
what ratio did you tell him?
I said 50-50.
Well, tell him it's 80-20.
Hey, Mr. Raul,
Hello?
80-20.
80-20 what?
80-20 percentage of earth to clay ratio.
That does sound better. But why did you say earlier 50-50?
Because he miscounted.
Okay. Okay, I'll buy.
Okay, all right. How much do you want?
I buy all.
He wants all of your ochre.
He wants all of my ochre?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, well, yes. Tell him yes.
All right. Yeah, Mr. Raul, he's fine. He's good.
Fantastic. You finalize the deal. I'll see you in work.
All right.
Click.
Okay. I'm going to go send my numbers.
Well,
Oh, we should exchange information.
yeah, I think your
Here.
boss owes me some money.
Here, my name's Christian J.
Jay.
Um,
I'm Raul as well.
oh, your name's Raul as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Raul as well.
Raul as well.
Yeah.
And you've developed an accent, I see.
Well, to say the name properly,
Ah.
my mother's Yiddish.
Ah. Okay, well, give me a call. Well, not right now.
Well-
I got to get going.
Well, when should I call you?
I mean, I guess in a day or in 30 minutes after I give my numbers.
30 minutes.
Yeah. See you then. See. Wow. Improv. That was really fun. That would never happen in real life. And that happened because Melissa did not give us a suggestion. Here, I'm going to look more into this ochre word.
You gonna get into some pottery, man?
I don't know. I don't even know if that's what it's for.
So it's like orange.
Oh, it is orange.
So what is it? It's a...
Light brownish yellow.
Oh, so it's a color, not necessarily a thing. Wait, the word describes clays
It's a color
colored with
of a
iron
thing.
oxide. Earth pigments, modern history.
It's like, what color is the fruit? Orange.
Ochre. But I think it's also a thing, right?
Yeah, it's both. Orange.
Yeah,
orange
like
is
orange
a
is a
thing
fruit
and a
and-
color.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll never use that in a sentence.
No, but you know what? You should try.
Ochre?
Yeah, like maybe if you guys go like house hunting, when you're there with the,
I don't want to be an asshole.
just be like, oh, the ochre paintings on the front are
Like,
beautiful.
sir, that is brown. That's just regular brown.
That's poop brown, sir.
brown.
That is actual poop.
We're getting it repainted.
That was the last owner's ex-wife. Sorry, what are you gonna do?
But you just called her ochre.
Ochre.
Any last things we want to say? This was our return, baddies. It is what it is, and Melissa says that it was a-okay. She's giving me 2 small thumbs up, and I think we're back, baby. I think after this, then we could just get back into the silly bits and whatnot. We talked about our feelings enough.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, cool.
I'm with it.
I'm with it too. It's nice to have you back.
It's nice to be back.
And shoot, like baddies, we're kind of rebranding. We're gonna go from like 1 episode a week just to keep our sanity afloat.
This is true.
3 highly irrelevants a month,
That's right.
with 1 big movie review at the end of the month.
That's right. Give you guys a chance to watch the movie and
Actually, yeah, we could announce the movie at the beginning of the month.
yeah, give you
middle
guys
of the month.
This way, we don't have to watch a million movies and make it work. We can just kind of enjoy the films and really give our real thoughts and feelings and learn
Yeah.
a little bit more about the films. And if we have any guests out there who really love a film, we can see why
them
they're so
on.
crazy.
Yeah, hell yes. Well, I'm excited. I'm ready. I'm good. Yeah, this is good.
Good. Hey, well, if
Thanks,
you're happy,
dude.
then I'm happy.
I love you. I've missed you.
Mm,
And I'm excited for what we got coming.
thank you.
Baddies, I don't even think it's necessary for us to say where to find us. You know exactly where to find us. Do it. Do it. Do it.
Do it now.
All the socials. TikTok. Put on my reel. Put on the videos on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok under the same handle at ICBTB Podcast. Happy 3-year anniversary to us.
Happy 3-year anniversary to you, sir.
Almost 1,000 days of podcasting with almost 300 episodes out.
We haven't killed each other yet.
No, not yet. Today we got a little close, right?
Well, you did bring a loaded gun to the studio.
I basically, with my words, yes, the gun was loaded because at first you were trembling, my friend.
I just tremble like a small chihuahua now.
You seem fine now. You seem like you're just ready to go. Ish. After that, you do that like weird thing right before you get nervous. You're like,
That's
Yeah,
me.
man.
That's me breathing.
and then that's when you say this is when you put a ribbon on it. You're just like, I'm just trying to navigate this life on the lily pads that we call the chapters of life. Fuck it. All right, we out of here. Love you guys, baddies. We'll see you guys next week.
See you guys in another 60 days.
Bye. No.
It can't be that bad, oh, 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 it can't be that bad.